So congratulations to David Santos defending his title. And now let's meet the trainer of champions, the man who's trained Johnny Tapia for his fight against Jorge Barrera. This is Jesse Reid. He trains Hector Camacho, Orlando Canizales, and now Johnny Tapia. So let's meet him at Sandia Casino. Okay, boxing fans, right now on the 8-Count Boxing Hour, we have a special guest. He's currently training world champion Johnny Tapia. This is Jesse Reid, trainer of champions. And Jesse, welcome to Albuquerque.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, now we just finished with a little exhibition here. Darius McCrae from Family Matters stepped into the ring with Johnny. And what did you see there, Jesse?
Well, I think that was just more of a publicity thing and giving Johnny a good field with a friend of his, and they just kind of went through some motions. Johnny right now is in top condition. And actually, it was just a fun thing for everybody.
Okay. Now, as far as the real fight coming up here Saturday night, the Rumble on the Rio Grande, and Jesse, I know you're going to say he's looking good and all that, but really fine-tuning it. How is Johnny? How is his conditioning right now? Actually,
his conditioning, to me, is great. You know, I've heard all kinds of rumors about Johnny and this and that. You won't get his attention. So far, I have no complaints. I feel very good about the camp. I'm happy to be a part of Johnny Tapia, and I think you're going to see some great things from him.
Okay, now you are the trainer of champions among your stable, Hector Camacho, Orlando Canizales. How do the skills of Johnny Tapia match with these great champions?
Well, you know, you've got to go with long periods of time, and Orlando has been like champion of the world for 8 years. He's fought like 13 #1 contenders in all of his title defenses. At this point, Orlando, for longevity, is probably pound for pound the best athlete I've ever worked with. But Johnny's potential is in that same category. So I think the more I can work with him, the more I think I'm around Johnny, I'll have a better way of saying that this kid is a superstar, which I think he's going to be.
Okay, now, Saturday night, Jorge Barrera comes into town to try to take the title from Johnny. Are you familiar with Jorge Barrera? Have you guys studied him?
Yes, we have. I've done a lot of studying on him. I've watched a lot of his forum fights. I know the forum has backed him a lot of his fights. I've got a few of his fights in Mexico. He seems to be a tough kid. He's a game fighter. Skill-wise, I think he's lacking a lot of skills. Shows that he can get hit. To me, it's kind of a good fight to dress Johnny up for the Danny Romero fight. We're not looking past this fight, but I think Johnny's going to do very, very well in this fight. He's going to look very, very good.
Okay, now this fight is apparently the doubleheader looks like a kind of a showcase for the two fighters, Danny Romero and Johnny Tapia. And I know we don't want to talk too much ahead because Jorge could jump up and bite you guys, but the Danny Romero fight, will you guys have a chance to study him live in the ring this Saturday night?
Well, I'm hoping that we'll have a time schedule there where we can watch Danny Romero, but I'm very familiar with Danny Romero. I watched him through the amateurs when I took the national team to the nationals from California. I've watched him grow and develop. He's a great puncher. He seems to be a motivated athlete. I like the fact that he has certain dimensions that he fights from. He doesn't seem to have very good angles. He seems to be open to be hit. Anybody that can box a little bit seems to give him problems. You know, I'm real happy about that fight, too. I think this will clean up the fact that what Johnny is in this town.
Okay, well, you sound pretty confident with both fights, Barrera and Romero. Anything you want to say to the people of Albuquerque here on public access television? Have you been to Albuquerque before?
Well, this is actually my second time I came here for a publicity thing. I'm really excited about the energy that people put towards Tapia. I think that people can identify with him, and I think their hearts go out for Johnny Tapia because, you know, for him to be undefeated and do the things he's done under the conditions that he's been in, he's an amazing young man, and I'm happy that I'm a part of this. I want to let the fans know I'm a part of them too, and we're all going to pull hard to make Johnny the best athlete we possibly can.
Okay, well, that's Jesse Reid, the current trainer of Johnny Tapia. We're glad to have you on the Tapia team, and welcome to Albuquerque, and we hope to see more of you guys back here in town soon. Okay, Jesse?
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Jesse Reid.